Alright guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Football Yarn episode 31. And trust me, this week football gave us everything from the tactical masterclass to straight up comedy. And if you don't see me around, baby, you go understand. Football don't back. And my new baby, as far football be, is back. So we've got a lot of talking points today. Big wins, big flops, big debates. And off the pitch, Cristiano Ronaldo might be off the transfer market permanently with the news of the engagement. No legend on the field, fiance off the pitch. Yeah. And just when you thought we've seen it a lot. We saw a Brazil player, we saw a red card for peeing the bottle mid-game. Yeah, Liga. Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy, man.
So buckle up, guys. We're serving the banter. We're serving the madness in between. Welcome to Football Yarn episode 31. Mr. Liga, how are you doing today, man?
Yeah. What's up, man?
You don't do rap now.
No, I never rap. I never rap.
I am the one that says
good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My people, all rest of love, oracle of vision, man of many inspiration. I talk about myself. I don't talk what I don't see. I want to tell you something. Person don't come get one more individual.
You say you don't beat us.
I don't know
waiting person.
You get one individual.
Can't make pause.
Wait, you get one individual. I'm not talking what I want to talk. You get one individual. You get one individual. Maybe I don't want to mention your name. You decide to tell me say me I be oracle of doom. I don't understand.
It's good to be back here again. Episode 31. Again, after a very beautiful weekend of football, we had loads of fun and watching the Premier League, down to the La Liga, to the Serie A has not resumed yet. Sunday, also, Bayern played Stuttgart over the weekend, and it was a very beautiful performance from them. And down to the Portuguese league, to the Liga, loads of football and league football is back. As we all know, it's Matchday 1 is done and dusted, and we're moving on to Matchday 2. And to the and to my partner here that said someone called him Professor of Doom. Oracle of Doom. Okay, talk your mind now. Talk your talk. I hear you. You know the Oracle of Doom.
I don't go follow you.
How many games you predict?
I know.
How many
go with judge.
How many?
That's the only thing I would say.
How many you predict? How many come?
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. I came today. I came with peace of mind.
I came with hell.
No, I want to have peace.
See,
I
came with fire.
I don't want to shout.
This one way they talk. Forget them. You be Oracle of Doom. But that's by the way, guys. Let's do this.
I say Oracle prediction.
How many you predict?
I talk now.
I
talk on Friday.
The only thing you talk now food.
Alright guys, quickly let's talk about the weekend, the Premier League highlights. Liverpool 4-2, to Bournemouth. That was the game that kicked off the EPL. And we saw Marco Chiesa and Salah all on target for Liverpool in this match. And Semenyo also chipping in with a brace. And definitely we can talk about this game and not to talk about the racial abuse that that happened in that match as well. I mean, how much more time are we going to see this happen over and over again? It's a new Premier League football season, and it's starting with the racial abuse.
It's crazy because when you look at it, football is a universal language. You still see some people still trying to, what's the word now? Trying to be stupid, because I just find it crazy because I don't know how you are a cripple. You're on the wheelchair. I just feel like
why not use the word physically abused?
No, I just feel like that idiot was passing his frustration on Semenyo because your life is already doomed. Why are you trying to extend that wretched life of yours to another person? That's crazy, and I'm happy that Semenyo replied that with a praise. I mean, he was all over the place trying to knock Liverpool off the perch, and he did a very, very nice game. Unfortunately, Bournemouth lost the game, but he had a very good game. He responded well, honestly, because after he was racially abused, he turned up, gave us a brace, gave us a very, very beautiful game. So I mean, it's crazy because in 2025, I still find it funny that some people still feel like some people are monkeys, and some people still feel like a race is superior to the other race, which is crazy.
Quickly, let's go into the game itself this time around. I mean, we saw how shaky Liverpool defense, were on this day. I'm talking about, and talking about how much Liverpool have spent in the transfer window so far. And now you are onslaught for Liverpool. What do you think is still needed for the red side to do concerning this season that just opened?
First of all, Liverpool defense is still a circus. You understand? 4 goals. They scored 4 goals and
and
2 cheaply goals. Through Semenyo. And you are calling that a dominance. I want to do what. So for me, this is not what a champion should be doing. If Bonamount can score 2 cheap goals against them, what will City do? What will Arsenal do? And you are telling me that this thing. But I saw one of my uncle. He called me. He was boasting, shouting, "Hey Liverpool, we are the world, we are the league, we are the winner." Yes, he scored 4-2. 4-2 on paper. It may sound majestic, but to me, it's not convincing.
So you that watched the match?
I watched the match. It's not convincing. See, the player must play them. This is not convincing. And you are saying that you are here to dominate. You're not dominating. You're surviving. If not for Salah, without that guy, I don't know what Liverpool be. Without Salah, I don't know what Liverpool be.
Anyway, before the match, during the match, after the match, I saw your tweet about Mohamed Salah, how silent he has been since their match in the Community Shield. And we talked about Marco Chiesa as well, how he could be that solid guy to fit into the spot of Diogo Jota. And but we talked about the place of his injury and how inconsistent he has been. I mean, let us look at the transfer window that is still being made open, because this is the chance for team to bring in any remedy to any position that they feel is not enough. Going into the next 37 match of the EPL, what do you think Ancelotti should do going forward? There've been a lot of criticism towards Sergio Van Dijk. I mean, there's been a lot of criticism towards Liverpool defense, and now Liverpool shaky defense could be the question mark to convince people enough that they're going to win the league again this season.
Yeah, of course. They have what it takes to win the league. I think they've got the players, and apart from Diaz and Nunez leaving the team, they've really not sold much, and they still got the same players that won the league last season. And they brought in Hugo Ekitike, they've brought in what's his name again? They've brought in Florent Wirtz, they brought in Frimpong, brought in Kekes, and they are looking to shift Tsimikas out of the team. But the thing is, I think Liverpool still need one more midfielder. They lacked still in that midfield. If Bournemouth had just a little bit of quality, they could have won. They could have won that game. They had Liverpool on the ropes all through the game. So Liverpool still that midfield still need addressing. Szoboszlai is not essential midfielder. He is more of a Florian Wirtz than an Henderson or a Fabinho, who gives you still in the midfield. So they still need one more midfielder who can cover the defense, and they need to reinforce their defense also, because imagine Konate getting injured. Who comes in? Joe Gomez, who is always injured too. So they need one more defender. Though they've brought in a certain player from the Italian league, right? But I don't think he's someone who can come in and make changes. I think it's one for the future. They need someone who can come in now and, can stake a claim. So they've got the players, but they still need reinforcement in midfield and in defense.
All right, guys, we're still on the EPL. I'm still going to stay on eye on this. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Spurs, even the newly promoted side, Sunderland of the Liga. They all look strong out of the gate. I mean, United and Chelsea already dropping points. Should that raises eyebrows? One. And two, Arsenal win at Old Trafford. I mean, was it more about United errors than their own brilliance? I mean, let's look at that. I was trying to summarize everything that has happened in the EPL just over the weekend. I mean, quickly, Ayo, let's take it from Sunderland. Sunderland win. Fluke or real statement that they won't be pushed over this season?
Yeah, it's a real statement because Fluke is not by winning 3-0. Maybe 1-0, maybe 2-1. A close margin victory. But that was a resounding, victory from them, a resounding performance. And they looked like, the old Sunderland that we knew. The one that could give any team a run for their money any day. So, they have what it takes. And they've reinforced quite well. Because when you look at the players they've brought in, they are experienced players. And they are players, some of them are still in their prime. And some of them, they're not like they are past their prime, but they are players that are still looking to, they are still looking to give something. Because when you look at Granit Xhaka, he's still 34. And 34 for Sunderland, it's a good age. And they got in Simon Adingra. They are not going to be pushovers. They are going to, first of all, I think they are going to look at surviving first, right? They are going to look to, stay in the Premier League this season and maybe trying to chase top 10 next season. But this season is about, staying in the league and, trying to find stability, and which I think they will because they've got the players and of course they've got the right mentality because 3-0 in your first game, that will set the pace because they have what it takes to stay. Think so.
All right, quickly, let me come to you as we still talk about the EPL roundup. Is Arsenal win a proof that they are ready for a title push, or it was just United incompetence?
Toby, don't get me started. When looking at that Arsenal game, it's obvious, very, very obvious that Arsenal won by luck, not by the ball. You can see that game. You can see how dominant Man United are. That's not a scoreline. You understand? They scored by accident. So, so you can't tell me. And we press that game. See the possession. See the shot on target. As in, that game was spiritual. That game was. I think that game. I know that game that we lost that game, but that was what I hoped for. That was the performance I prayed for. I was very happy. Even though we lost.
Because are you talking from a place of an analyst?
I'll say my this thing. Man United play with no fear. They play with swags. We play with dominance. So even Gavin said Arsenal rolled on luck. But United were the better team. So for me, that game, United were superb. And Arsenal looked like a Stoke City. Defending deep. And just praying that they should have corner. So apart from the corner that they scored us with, I don't see anything in that thing. So that's not the mentality of Israel for me. Even going to Old Trafford to win 1-0. If you want to do this thing, you cannot detect your style of your season with that. That performance was not commanding. For Arsenal, it wasn't commanding. I think all through this thing, the first half possession was 56%. By the second half was 60-something%. So I called that a dominance. It's not dominance. It's a survival mode. So to me, Man United played them, and yes, they made the goal. The scoreline was an error. It was accident. But in that waiting they call him, I ain't make it for us as usual. That was not surprising. You understand? It wasn't surprising. We always, if we play this thing, it always come. But that's why we need number one. But coming back to your question, yeah, that was not a dominance.
So all these ones you've been saying all this while has not been you know.
That was a survival mentality.
Come on,
that was a survival mentality. From Arsenal, you can't start your season with that. No,
I don't think he's someone who can come in and make changes. I think it's one for the future. They need someone who can come in now and can stake a claim. So they've got the players, but they still need reinforcement in midfield and in defense.
All right, guys, we're still on the EPL. I'm still going to stay on eye on this. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Spurs, even the newly promoted side, Sunderland. of the LA Con. They all look strong out of the gate. I mean, United and Chelsea already dropping points. Should that raises eyebrows? One. And two, Arsenal win at Old Trafford. I mean, was it more about United errors than their own brilliance? I mean, let us look at that. I was trying to summarize everything that has happened in the EPL just over the weekend. I mean, quickly, Ayo, let's take it from Sunderland. Sunderland win. Fluke or real statement that they won't be pushed over this season?
Yeah, it's a real statement because Fluke is not by winning 3-0. Maybe 1-0, maybe 2-1. A close margin victory. But that was a resounding, victory from them, a resounding performance. And they looked like, the hood Sunderland that we knew. The one that could give any team a run for their money any day. So, they have what it takes. And they've reinforced quite well. Because when you look at the players they've brought in, they are experienced players. And they are players. Some of them are still in their prime, and some of them, they're not like they are past their prime, but they are players that are still looking to, they are still looking to give something. Because when you look at Granit Xhaka, he's still 34, and 34 for Sunderland, it's a good age. And they got in Simon Adingra. They are not going to be pushovers. They are going to, first of all, I think they are going to look at surviving first, right? They are going to look to, stay in the Premier League this season and maybe trying to chase top 10 next season. But this season is about, staying in the league and, trying to find stability, and which I think they will because they've got the players and of course they've got the right mentality, because 3-0 in your first game, that will set the pace because they have what it takes to stay. Think so.
All right, Lekon, quickly, let me come to you as we still talk about the EPL roundup. Is Arsenal win a proof that they are ready for a title push, or it was just United incompetence?
Toby, don't get me started. When looking at that Arsenal game, it's obvious, very, very obvious that Arsenal won by luck, not by the ball. You can see that game. You can see how dominant Man United are. That's not a scoreline. You understand? They scored by accident. So you can't tell me. And we praise that game. See the possession. See the shot on target. As in, that game was spiritual. That game was. I think that game. I know that game that we lost that game, but that was what I hoped for. That was the performance I prayed for. I was very happy. Even though we lost.
Because are you talking from a place of an analyst?
I'll say my this thing. Man United play with no fear. They play with swag. We play with dominance. So even Gavin said Arsenal road on luck. But United were the better team. So for me, that game, United were superb. And the Arsenal looked like a Stoke City. Defending deep. And just praying that they should have corner. So apart from the corner that they scored us with, I don't see anything in that thing. So that's not a mentality of Israel for me. Even going to Old Trafford to win man, no. If you want to do this thing, you cannot detect your style of your season with that. That performance was not commanding. For Arsenal, it wasn't commanding. I think. All through this thing, the first half possession was 56%. By the second half was 60-something%. So I caught out a dominance. It's not in dominance. It's a survival mode. So to me, Man United played them, and yes, they made the goal. This thing, the scoreline was an error. It was accident. But in that waiting, they call him. I ain't the girl for us as usual. That was not surprising. You understand? It wasn't surprising. We always, if we play this thing, it always come. But that's why we need number one. But coming back to your question, yeah, that was not a dominance.
So all these ones you've been saying all this while has not been you know.
That was survival mentality.
Come on,
that was a survival mentality. From Arsenal, you can't start your season with that.
Because I know you've got your 1 or 2% to talk about.
It was a good game all round. United, didn't look like a team that finished 15th. They had they had Arsenal on the ropes. It was a very good performance. But at the end of the day, what is the most important thing is, getting the maximum points, because that is what counts on the scoreboard. But Arsenal, that's the difference between having a goalkeeper. When you have a good goalie, it gives you an edge, and it's either a good goalie gives you a point. A good goalie is the difference between 0 points, 1 point, and 3 points, right? And when you have one of the best goalkeepers in the league, 3 points is guaranteed. That is what happened yesterday. Raya was the difference between United gaining a point and United gaining 3 points. It was superb, and the Arsenal defense was quite good. But the performance is a bad one. It's a terrible one. But then, on the brighter note, I think that, something that we've not seen with Arsenal in a while is the resilience. In a game like this, and it's not easy to go to Old Trafford to get 3 points. So, it's one of those games, I feel, because I'm not sure that this is the kind of performance we'll be seeing from Arsenal going into the season. I just think it is one-off. And also, on the United part, I thought they will be a very, very difficult team to beat. Because, remove the goalkeeping error yesterday, I feel like the game could have ended 1-0, or United could have just snatched the win. So it was a good game around, and hopefully we get to see more good games in the season.
All right, talking about we hopefully to see more good games in the season. I think I want to come to the and as a United faithful, how do you feel about the new boys, the new toys, the new kids on block for Manchester United against Arsenal? I quite felt the new guy, what's his name now? The new guy from Wolves. The Manchester United number 10. I beg your pardon. I don't know why his name is
Cunha.
Matheus Cunha.
Matheus Cunha. Yes. I quite feel he's going to have a great season at United.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks
scary.
I don't know, but probably the word is not scary, but it looks like
it looks scary,
that guy that is going to deliver a lot for United side this year. And before I come to you, because I looking at the match from a start point of view, I quite feel Manchester United played well, even more than us now.
Yeah,
they were just unlucky. I mean, Umbreno had good shots. Was this guy?
I thought everyone came to the party.
Yeah, everyone came to the party. Just like I said at the defense. But looking at it, I don't understand. What's the new age for Bruno Fernandes, and what do you feel about the new guys on block for United side this season?
I see. On Sunday, watching that game, I was very, very impressed. Very, very impressed. I was very, very happy with what I was seeing. Watching that game, I was born in my heart, and that was. See, in 3 years now, this is the first time I can come out and say and die and defend Man United. This is what I want. Our attackers. In fact, the 3 attackers that we bought, they played. They outshined. They showed. They came to the party. So they are playing. I was very happy. Bruno Fernandes, see they're doing thing, but that was today. But yesterday was not about Fernandes. Yesterday was about all those our attackers. Even Sesko came to this thing. He showed. He came. He performed. He had shot on targets. The other team, the striker, did not have shot on targets. Just 26 minutes on the pitch, or 20 minutes on the pitch. You have shot on targets. That's what they call striker. Not the one you are buying.
All right, Lekon, 60 seconds now. Just run it up on the EPL and Manchester United. What are your expectations so far? Do you think this is going to be another season we're going to say, guy, manager, Ruben Amorim, it's time for you to leave?
No, with what I have seen, the reason and the performance on the match they won. I feel like this is a new light, it's a new day, it's a new season. A new day has come.
Right now, Lekon, quickly. AY, 60 seconds. Let's move away from Manchester United. But what do you have to say to to United faithfuls and Ruben Amorim? Do you think these are another seasons that is going to be like a try and error kind of thing?
No, I think it's a new slate, but obviously you can't forget what happened last season. But then I feel like he's got the players that that can take the team to the next level. We could see what Konya did against Arsenal, and he's a quality player. And of course, in Bournemouth, you don't get those players 35 goals between them and not make things happen. So if got the players, I think United still need a couple of signings. They still need to make a signing in that midfield number 6, and of course they still need the goalkeeper, because that, like I said, when you have a good goalkeeper, the goalkeeper is going to determine if you're moving with 0 point, 1 point, or 3 points. So I feel like they still need 2 signings, and then it's going to be a better season than last. I don't think United will finish 15th this season. No, definitely not. Before that happens, I think Ruben Amorim will be sacked. But I still feel like he's the guy to get the job done. United will finish. I'm predicting a top 5 for them.
Let's talk about Chelsea. Played goalless draw against Crystal Palace. I quite feel Crystal Palace is going to be one of the teams to watch out for this season, because they're going to give every team a run for their money.
Because of my boy.
Yeah. I feel like they have what it takes if they don't lose easy, because they are looking to lose him to Spurs. Yeah, they have what it takes, because when you look at Palace in the last 12 games, they've been difficult to beat.
Yes.
They've always come up. I think they are the new boogie team in the Premier League. They look like a team that can go toe to toe with the big boys, and they can hold their own. They've got the players. They've got a manager that knows the ropes, and a manager that has settled into the league, and they look like They look like a team that will finish in the top 12 for me. They are going to have a good season if Eze stays, and if Eze leaves, they have to get someone who can come in and fill in for him, because they'll be because that Eze in that team is is quality, and if you lose a player like that, you have to bring in quality that matches the quality that you're losing.
You not talk about let's talk about another new kid that might leave the Crystal Palace side this season. I'm talking about their captain, Gray, because rumors has it that Liverpool are interested in signing the defender.
Yeah, hopefully. I did that guy. I think that guy he has shown that he's not meant for the mid-table teams. That he wants to be number 1. So I think him going to Liverpool is a good sign for him, and I think it's a good sign for England entirely. But let's come back to Chelsea game and Crystal Palace. This proved your seriousness with Chelsea. He just proved the seriousness with Chelsea. How can you spend billions on transfer and you can't beat a mid-table team? And you're telling me that it's an embarrassment.
Come on, we're talking about Crystal Palace.
I know, but that does not. What is how many
that defeated Liverpool?
How many players did Crystal Palace?
That defeated Manchester City in the FA Cup?
Do you want to compare Chelsea of now to Chelsea of last season?
I just quite felt Crystal Palace deserves some respect.
Which kind of respect? Which kind of respect?
I think, you're not being fair.
I'm not being fair.
This same Crystal Palace in the last 2 months, they've defeated City in the FA Cup final. They've defeated Liverpool in the Community Shield. They've defeated United in between. Defeated, even last season, Chelsea couldn't beat them home and away. So I think you saying that they don't deserve respect is you belittling
their efforts.
Their efforts, and of course belittling what the players, the qualities of the players, because in the last 2 months and the last 3 months, they've been more than they've been more than convincing, honestly.
Lekon, one would have expected that Chelsea will hold the whole signing, and it should become blazing for them, of course. But no disrespect to Crystal Palace. We saw what they did against Liverpool. Trying to tell us that this season is not going to be some play as well.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say towards the Chelsea side as well?
Yeah, they're just so serious. They're all serious, spending billions on players, and then you are not. Yesterday, even Crystal Palace were not playing like Crystal Palace. They're not playing like warriors. They are warriors. If you watch that Liverpool game, this thing, they play like warrior. They play like, hey, we are man possessed. You are possessed. We came to win. That's how they play against Liverpool. And yesterday, they didn't play like that. All through, Chelsea possessed them. All through that game. Because I watched that game. Chelsea was there, just passing up and down. Hey, and you spend billions on player, buying all the stars in this world, in this whole world. Buy all the stars. Claiming you are the champion of the world. You can't beat a mid-table team. Just forget it and just let's move on. Let's move on this.
All right, guys, quickly, let's move on this. And as we move on, let's move on about Manchester City. I'm at Wolves 4-0. I mean, we have City new signings, Reinders, goal plus assist, and, Checky Wonder goals shine on debut as well. And showing Pep squad, I mean, is this another Pep squad, scariness? Lekon.
When you say, I want to come here, I want to come and dominate, I'm entitled to contender. That's what this is a dominant win. This is a convincing win. Follow!
All right. Ayo, City win. Was it a dominant win or Wolves was just awful?
No, absolutely dominant. 4-0, right? So you don't win 4-0 by
if you win 4-0, that means your opposition too.
I get you that you're looking from the Wolves perspective also, but then it's City. City have got the players, and I feel like Wolves held their own until they couldn't. Right? They held City to a 23-24 minutes draw until the goals started coming. So City having a good day, and considering the fact that City had last season for them was not a good one. So this season they needed to hit their ground running, and Wolves was just the unfortunate victim. So I didn't think Wolves was bad, but then when you look at City's quality, you can't entirely say Wolves they were bad. But then it was City being City, getting the job done.
Dominance, title contender. And that game was public execution. They murdered them, they trashed them, they killed them.
All right, Lekon, for last time, City new boys, no, they've hit the ground running. Are we looking at another Pep masterclass season, or are rivals still in it with a real shot?
I hope not, but it's looking like that. I hope not. For my darling Man United, I hope not. But I don't want to be biased, but it's looking like that. Even that guy, that January Reinders, that guy was good. That guy's good.
Quickly, let me come to you. Is this going to be another, Pep masterclass season, or rivals are in with real shots?
It remains to be seen, because the league is a marathon, and City still has to play. They still have to play other competitions too. But then I want to see how City will fare without Kevin De Bruyne, without Rodri, because they are going to be without Rodri for some time. Till I think December or November. So I want to see what he can do without him, because I don't want to say it's just Wolves, but I want to see what City can do when they play the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Liverpool, the likes of Chelsea, the likes of United, and the teams they couldn't beat last season. So I want to see what they can do, but they've got the players that that can get the job done, that can grind out victories, and they've got the manager in Pep Guardiola that can that's got the experience, and 4 titles on the bounce. It's it's not easy. It's something that has never happened before. But it's a new City team.
Yeah.
So I don't want to judge them based on what they've done in the past, because this is like Pep rebuilding from the scratch. They've lost De Bruyne, right? So, and they brought in Checky, but can Checky feel the boots of De Bruyne? And can Nico Gonzalez feel the boots of Rodri? It remains to be seen. But I think it's going to be a very beautiful season.
Okay, guys, quickly, let us look at the APL season on this time around. And as far as I'm concerned, I quite feel Manchester United has got a whole lot to offer this season.
Yes.
And same with Liverpool as well. They've got Ugo Ekitike that's settled into this club, and hopefully in Eucharist quickly pick up a scoring boot as well. What do you think the competition? I quite foresight a tough competition for the season. For Pep Guardiola side, for all the traditional top 5 sides. So I don't know, Lekon, I want you to just, as we round up about EPL, just to share your foresight so far. It's going to be just another grind for the City side.
I don't see this new season. Even the mid tables, the mid this thing. Even Sunderland now, all of them they're not come to play. They want to win. Even see Sunderland, small Sunderland that came this thing, beat West Ham, trash West Ham, kill West Ham.
All right.
So you see, what I'm trying to say is that it can't be a smooth road for them. You know, it won't be a smooth road for them. You are talking about Arsenal, talking about Chelsea, talking about Man United, talking about Liverpool. They're not here to play. So so now I'm just saying that it's more competitive now than the other seasons.
All right, Ayo, 120 seconds as we finally round up everything that has to do with the EPL. 120 seconds right now. I mean, which is more scarier right now? City new signing firing straight away, or Liverpool attack already looking mid-season sharp, or Manchester United attack when they finally gel?
I don't get the question.
I mean, which attack front line look more scary?
Okay, more scary.
Yeah, more scary right now. I mean, let me break it back again. City new signing, I mean, they're already firing right away. Or Liverpool attack is already
you're
looking
asking the
mid-season
scarier
sharp.
attack.
Yeah.
On paper, I think.
When Manchester United gel, I quite have a season that is.
Yeah, I think they are going to. They've got loads of goals in them, right? No doubt. Konya coming from a 15-goal Premier League campaign, Mbeumo coming from a 20-goal Premier League campaign, and Šeško getting 13 goals in the Bundesliga. They got goals in there, but you can't look past what how many goals Haaland can bring to the table. And how many goals? I think it's just Haaland for them. For Liverpool, Salah. But the performances that Salah have put out in the last 2 games, and have not been convincing enough. But class will remain permanent, right? So he still got a goal against Bournemouth, even though it was a bit silent.
Right.
It was silent majorly in the game. For now, I still feel like. It's Liverpool. I think it's for me. It's still Liverpool. I say Liverpool got the scary attack.
I want 20 seconds up. Quickly, let's talk about La Liga, and we're going to kick off this with Barcelona ruled Mallorca 3-0. Rafinha and Yamal shining as usual, but Mallorca had 2 red cards by halftime, and Villarreal, Valencia, Rayo, and Athletic all show signs of life. But basically, let's not kid ourselves about. I for one felt that Barca didn't face a real test. Come on, 9 men.
Yeah.
That's like training ground practice. Outside Barca and Madrid, this season, I'm talking about La Liga. No, we're talking about La Liga because it has already started. I don't see any. Do you see any genuine title threats outside Madrid?
Outside Madrid and Barcelona.
Yeah.
Athletic.
Right.
Yeah. Because what Simeone has shown in the past few years is that in the past decade is that because his mood determines what Athletic are going to do. Maybe it's this season that they get to challenge Barca and Real Madrid. I think they've got the players actually, but it's going to determine if Atletico are ready is Simeone himself. So I think Simeone, but they lost their first game. But something that I've understood about Simeone is that he doesn't start the league well. It's when the league gets to after gets to 10 games, 15 games, and he starts seeing the qualities. So, but let's see how it goes. But I feel like Athletic got what it takes to challenge the big dogs.
Right, Lekon. Do you share the same sentiments with Tayo also?
No, obviously not. I'm not. I can't share. When you're not, it's not seen from where I'm saying. I'm sitting on the pedestal. I'm sitting on the pedestal. Seeing everything. We have one night in our Yoruba land. In Koti, Abalabawa Joko. Waiting you like sit down and see.
Where that go sit down? Where that go sit down sit? Waiting that go see.
No, this no go see. So everywhere now, boy. So you understand? So, but. Atletico Madrid. I'm not saying they call them. No, Atletico Madrid. They are a fraudulent club. Fraudulent club.
What do you mean by fraudulent, Lekon?
No character. Big talk. Just talk. No showing. If you want to show, you go to show small thing. That will not be character. Hey, come on, this thing. They beat you in the beginning of the season. You are not making statements. And you're telling me that after you see. No, you can't say that after Real Madrid and Barcelona. No, nobody's contending for this thing. Nobody's contending. It's already Nobody said that among the two of them. But the two of them are going to kill themselves.
So let me get you right. So basically, what you're saying is that La Liga is basically a two-man dance.
That's what it's called. That's what it's showing. This is it. See. You.
All right, calm down.
Thank you.
Down, all right, okay. All right, quickly, guys. Let's talk about something outside the arena. So Lekon can have his nerves calm down. And but let's talk about
Cristiano Ronaldo. Why your blood they always hot?
I mean,
no. About the hot. I don't see.
You now you go the sweat. Now you go the your blood they always or your body go the hot. Your body they calm. You go do like jellyfish.
Anyways, to leave that,
Now because your body know the calm. Now why you predict 3 games, everything enter fire?
Today, this moment, I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very glad. If you guess, you know me. How you talk for English?
You.
All right,
if
guys.
I say the best, you know it.
Wait.
I say go 4. You go lose in teeth.
I want to talk about Ronaldo.
Okay.
With what he has done.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo finally engaged with Georgina after 8 years. Because she know if you say now, she no be like something where they talk say, now girl we get patience. Now she go enjoy. Now girl we dey understanding.
Yes, understanding. Not for this life again. Even all those girls they there.
A ring of almost 3 to 6 million worth of diamonds.
$500. So don't see. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm so happy. I saw the Instagram post.
Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is shifting his brand into a family man? See how same.
He's not shifting. He's already he has been showing me before. Now you're just making it official that this guy I want to settle down with you. So don't. I don't. That statement that you made now is incorrect.
All right.
Is incorrect.
Why are you looking at us like, why do we care? Is this football news or just gossip?
No. I'm actually invested in it.
Because someone said his legacy is on the pitch, not on Instagram.
I know so many people have been looking for us.
No?
So many people have been looking for us. When you consider the fact that, Ronaldo's previous relationship of, I think 9 years or thereabout with Irina Shayk, people were, after they broke up, people were like, 9 years, I'm not no born picking this one, that one, you didn't propose, you didn't do anything. So eventually, Ronaldo engages Georgina. And, that particular statement Ronaldo made, L click. I don't know if you guys still remember.
Yeah. We saw that.
Has finally clicked. So congratulations to CR7, and I still think that we still have so many congratulations to wish him.
I mean, talking about the amount he used to buy that ring, that could buy Chelsea a striker. I mean,
Chelsea have 3 strikers, right?
I mean, you could still buy them. Imagine proposing.
Let me buy Man United, a midfielder.
And I don't get. Imagine proposing after 8 years, though. That's what I call VAR delay.
That's a commitment, man. That's another level of commitment.
You know something here. It is hard to find love when you're rich, right? Sometimes
you don't get.
Come on. No, that's the thing.
Is that your experience too?
I know, maybe not. I'm not as rich.
Look what you experience.
I don't get around the money now.
Okay, see, when you go to school of love, I went to school of love.
Love. You say love scars. You say love scars for your life. Love scars for your life.
What happened when you go to school?
Love scars for your life.
Professor of love.
I went to the school of love. I went to school of love. I have my PhD with me, PhD on love. So I'm a professor of law. So by saying that, I don't practice it. I don't practice law.
Do fans actually care about footballer personal lives, or we are just being nosy?
I said, like, if I don't care, how go expect?
Why don't you
everybody care now?
Don't you think at times we are just being nosy?
No, we're not nosy. We care. We love them. When I saw the post, when she posted, yes, I do, and all in my life, I was very impressed. I was very happy, and to show that Ronaldo have level, one Saudi journalist, they gave them a camel as a gift.
All right, guys, quickly before Lekon balls with the Ronaldo G's, congratulations, CR7. Lekon still outside the arena. Brazilian player got a red card for peeing the bottle. In Brazil, Lucas Souza got sent off, for peeing the bottle on the bench. Yes, this actually happened.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, rules are rules, and football is a global stage. Millions watching. That's unprofessional if you ask me, but I don't know what. Do you feel the ref was rightly concussed?
No. I don't know. I'm not
Don't
sure.
know. Because I know, say your POV go always.
Let me cook.
All right.
So, but I was saying in a way that, in a way, man bladder gonna be out. Nature. Man bladder is that there's no VAR.
But you could do that responsibly.
Nature. If P1 come, P1 come. See, the funny thing is that this one was not even on pitch. Yes, sir. It wasn't even on pitch. It was just warming up. On this thing. And he went to this thing and he peed on inside bottle, on the sideline and threw the bottle. And every saw it and showed him a red card. For me, I feel like if you look at it in a human nature way, is right for doing that. But if you look at it professionalism, I think it's very wrong. But as I was saying, human blood get over here. But on the other side of it is that, many this thing are watching this football. You have thousands of people on the pitch.
I mean,
and watching this on this thing. And you're still playing on the pitch.
That should be like one of the widest red cards since this former Arsenal goalkeeper Lima went for a win mid game. We had something similar like that. I mean, what's the strangest? This should be part of one of the strangest red cards we've seen. Of course we know the one. I still talked about this Keita guy that got a red card that cost us one of our slots during the World Cup. Do you still remember this?
Yeah. Against Greece. That was in 2010.
Yes.
It was a moment of madness for me.
Yeah. Maybe we should run one of the weirdest red cards I've seen. It was when Joey Barton, Arsenal versus Newcastle. I guess it forced Diaby to get a red card. Yeah. And I felt one of the weirdest red cards should be the one in history, the final between France and the one that got Zidane got sent off.
Yeah, that was against Italy.
Yeah, it's Germany 2006 World Cup.
Materazzi, Zidane.
One of the red cards I saw also for.
We witnessed so many weird red cards.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look back at it. Van Persie had same thing against Barca, and he claimed.
I thought that was not. That was not fair.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that after I made his position note that come on,
he didn't hear the ref.
Yeah,
and the ref thought it was wasting time because
he played the ball into the net.
That's what I'm saying from the ref's perspective. He thought it was wasting time because Arsenal were ahead. Arsenal just needed to cling on to the goal advantage.
We needed one more goal
to qualify because Arsenal had won at Emirates 2-1. They were I think Arsenal were leading in the second leg also. Barca scored first and it was 2-1. I think so. 1-1.
We just needed a goal
to qualify.
Yeah.
I think
and he got that red card.
I think we've always seen why the red card on this thing, but this is very strange. It is strange and freaky. When they call freaky red card. I know when I saw the news, I was just laughing like.
I quite feel that's unprofessional. Football is a global stage.
Yes.
Millions are watching. That's unprofessional. The ref was right. Just like Nico said, this is just giving a guy a toilet break. Imagine getting suspended for bladder control.
I start now. No, we are for bladder control now. We are dead. I need to be that one now. So to me, it is somehow.
All right, guys. I guess that's our package for today on today's episode. Please that's a wrap for episode 31. EPL Eats, La Liga Spice, Ronaldo Romance, and Brazilian Madness as well. Let's keep the debates going. Don't just take our word. Argue it out as well. And remember, stay hydrated. But not on the bench. Lekon has got so many things. The Oracle has got so many predictions coming up for us, and Mr. EY has got lots on load. Please, please look into our social media feeds and EY, please bring us up to speed on this.
Yeah, and of course, please get us to 1K followers on YouTube, on TikTok, so we can start streaming live, guys. We need to start streaming live, and we need you guys to see how things are done here. We need you guys to see behind the scenes also, and to see how how we can get the conversation to the next level, and to to make the conversation spicier than it is. So you guys need to get us to 1K followers, and you can also if you can stream live, you also have the opportunity to ask us questions live. We get to see you live, and we also get to respond to you and answer all your questions, dissect, analyze, and of course give you the best in the world of football live and direct. So get us to 1K followers on YouTube and of course on TikTok, and you can reach us via our mail at Footballian. You can listen to us on our Spotify. You can watch us on our YouTube. We've got some beautiful videos on there. You can drop your comments, and of course, you can throw some banters too. It is allowed,
My final shot.
Who you do shoot?
My final shot. I'm up for Ronaldo. My idol. I'm watching the footstep. But when it comes to love, I know about it. I'm a professor of love for a reason. I have a PhD in love, and I have many experiences when it comes to heartbreak, and when it comes to finding love in your life, when it comes to devotion. So I'm very happy for him that he committed. He's devoted now to someone now. So yes, it's what we want to see in our icon. So yeah, thank you.